labeled schizoaffective, schizophrenic and bipolar, and also labeled as a hardcore heroin addict, and that would probably not have a chance to recover ever. I've had 3 very serious suicide attempts, and then several heroin overdoses. I don't see myself as an addict, and I don't see myself as a mentally ill person. I see myself as someone that was just suffering, not comfortable with themselves, comfortable with myself, and just seeking to feel a little bit better, just seeking to feel connected to my source. I finally got to a place where I wanted to get better, because I wasn't feeling complete. You know, my mind, body, and spirituality was not connecting up, and it was affecting myself as well as my loved ones. Being labeled schizophrenia, schizoaffective, schizophrenia, and bipolar is a pretty heavy label, as well as an addict. But since the past 6 months of coming to 3 principles, and that's it. The past month and a half I've really been focusing more on that. I'm focusing more on myself and things. But in the past 6 months, my need for medication has gone down almost, I'm a quarter of what I was 6 months ago. Because my thinking has slowed down. If I'm thinking too much, then I might be delusional. If I'm thinking too much, I might be a little bit paranoid. If I'm thinking too much, I might have an anxiety attack. But if my thinking slows down, there's no mental illness at all. And I was a little concerned about coming down off the medications, and I've actually done it quite quick. And I have not had a delusion or a paranoid thought while coming off of the medications. And medicine can be useful sometimes, but when you finally learn that your thinking is causing these symptoms such as delusions and paranoia, it's actually our thoughts. And I never thought that I would be able to be close to getting off of medication. I thought forever I would need that to be stable, because I want to be stable, and I think everybody that takes medication regularly wants to be stable. Okay, if they didn't want to be stable, they wouldn't take their medication. But I was taught a long time ago, many years ago, that you won't need as much medication once you start having insights. And that has become absolutely true for me. And it can be for anyone. And I was on a lot of really heavy antipsychotics and anxiety medication, things for just that I don't actually need. I don't need them because it's all about thought. That's it. Just about a month and a half ago, I had a huge insight into self-love, which I've never had that in my whole life. And if I couldn't have it for myself, and if I couldn't have it comfortably for myself, I could never get better. You know, the mind, whatever anyone wants to call that, God, universe, whatever, has unconditional love for us, then why don't we try to do that for ourselves and for our loved ones, etc., for the whole world? The unconditional love is very, very important. Unconditional love. I'm healing, but if we slow down, and if I slow down, I heal a lot faster. I'm able to get over this stuff and leave it behind and just live in the moment. And it's like, that stuff doesn't matter anymore. And all I can say is that I went through many, many years of other treatment type of things, and this is the first thing that is actually a saving grace. It's pure life. That's all it is. Because people say, well, what do you do for recovery? I actually just go to a program for life. It's a program, shows me how to live life and what it's about. I'm grateful for that I can feel, or that I even want to feel feelings. And the principles have made it, for me, more comfortable to do that. And I don't know how exactly, but for someone that's been wanting to numb themselves for years, like myself, either through suicide or through drugs or eating disorders, whatever, and to finally feel free enough to feel some feelings and want to enjoy colors and enjoy food and enjoy sights and sounds and things like that. And I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity right now in my life to have this and share it with my son. He's 5 years old, and I get to share it with him, little ways. But he teaches me a lot more about my health, I think, than I teach him about his health. And it's all about listening to intuition. That's very important. Listening to our wisdom and to our intuition, our gut wisdom, and I find that it never leads me astray. If I listen to my wisdom and my gut, the right things happen, everything comes to place, and even if it doesn't seem like it's coming to place in my way, it comes to place in a big picture. If there's anything that you can do for yourself, it is to learn about how the three principles affect you. Because from getting the understanding, one thing that's very important is psychological innocence, and I learned that from Maria, one of my teachers here, and I use that with everything in my life now, regarding myself, what I went through, what I put myself through, and what I did to other people. I was doing the best I could at that time with what I had. When you look at yourself and you think, okay, I did the best I could at that time. I'm doing the best I can now. Calms you down a little bit, and you have a much more compassion for others and yourself, and you can finally forgive others and yourself. Because many people with addictions and self-hate come from abusive environments, and it's hard, but once you see the psychological innocence in the perpetrator or whatever, you kind of go on with your life. And you can start living in the moment instead of living in the past. I want to mention this for anybody who's going through withdrawals from either opiates or medications or anything. If we stay in the moment, this is for me too, I need to hear this, if I stay in the moment, I don't feel the withdrawals. It's that powerful. You know, and I was the type of person that could never stop using heroin for more than 12 hours. It's the beauty of living and staying in the moment. Everything is okay. No matter what's going on around, I'm okay. Even if I'm not happy, even if I'm in a lower space or a lower mood, it's absolutely fine. It's amazing to me, because I always thought I would have to be on medication, always. Drugs or medication, something to alter myself and make myself stable and okay, and that's not the case anymore. And I just wish the best of luck to everybody going through any type of label or any type of hard time in their life, and realizing that Three Principles is not just for people that have had problems. Three Principles is working in everybody's life all the time. We just, when we're aware of it, life becomes a lot easier, a lot happier.